Kubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Rangba Kejela Conrad Kongkel Sangma habaya keren berkilat pathai kubor mentak sengi kehenreu terik ujuleo arjar arpulai ulaong bana kadau ke jingduna slap hakini ki Bnai bela dep bat namar ke jingduna hapok kawa yam kumta la ban khangno yaka bat kumbalayo I banado ki Bnai ki bala khmi lenti ban yo slap ru henrei dandak kumta haudi Bnai ru kan bu jing ya kejela hakabai de bat kani Conrad ulaong baka jing sneu jong ki rukom penmi Bording kamde ke bakta tang kejela Meghalaya Henry kala deish ki weiru ki jilla bat barok ki mat ye kini kejuk ke jing dai namar ke jing tuna slam ula ongru ban kaliang ke Sorkar jilla kala Pynlut Haduh henreu spa Klur tingka ban seu ye ki jing don kam hapok ke jilla kin thop ha ke bat Thied ke Bording bat ke jing Thied Bording man ka sengi kala kot sakalai Klur tingka Haduh menta Badada kini kijing kindang peteng nakaliang ke Sorkar kan haban Pynlut salai spa Klur tingka tangban Thied Bording la benrap Conrad ula pentip ru ban kaliang ke Sorkar kalayale kat bala ban weng yi kijing khnang ba kijing Pynlut Bording hapok ke jela kanam peteng shu bat kta ru yi kitong songsnong jong ke jela ula batai ru halor ke jingla ban penmi ke Bording la perkhat ki arsnem banwan an pen klanno da ke pendon kam ya ki solar system ki yeng ki sem kum kalat banyadan ke balip lan bat labu jingmut ru ban sedang yi ki thermal plant ke bala ban yarap yi ke jela ki snem ki banwan ban light na ke jingdo Bording.
So Umiam is almost at a point of shutdown. We have not received rainfall to any kind of required level in the past few months, and this has been one of the more difficult months in terms of rain for the state. While I say that, but let me also share with you that the power scenario is bad in most parts of the country today. Almost every state is facing a similar crisis which we are facing. That's because, as I said, the rains are affecting everybody, and the overall scenario is bad everywhere. Just to give an example and also to share with you how the government is working today. Today, on an average in the last 2 years, and this year is no different, we are spending approximately 600 crores of the state's revenue to pay for different expenditures, including purchase of power from MECL point of view, to even maintain the kind of power that we have today. We are purchasing close to 3 crores of power every day, even now, considering the kind of scenario we're facing today. Hence, if the situation continues for the next 100 days, we'll be spending an additional 300 crores just to buy power, just to maintain this level of, the load shedding that we have. And so, therefore, situation is very complicated, but we are doing our best to ensure that the load shedding doesn't go beyond this. But what we wanted to share with everybody is that it's not that government is not doing anything. We are trying our best to ensure that we're able to maintain things as it is right now. And obviously we need the rains to come. And also we are working in the long run, which I've shared with you, that we have to go for other augmenting measures. So therefore this solar mission is meant to be one of those measures. It will take time, but as we move forward, I'm hopeful that in the next 2 years, 3 years, we will see more input from the solar power into the decentralized system of housing of the houses and homes, which we can then have it on solar as a backup. We are also, as I said, working very closely with thermal producing plants because we are keen that now that licenses for the mining are being given, we are hopeful that we'll be able to start the thermal plants also, and that may be a long-term solution that we may see in the next 2 to 3 years to 4 years time. So we are taking some very, very strong steps towards it. But yes, these few months that we had in the past and the current time also is very difficult for us. I won't hesitate in saying that this may be one of the most difficult times that MECL has faced because of multiple aspects. There is an issue of the rates that we have. Today in the Regulatory Commission, we are limited. We do not have the full power to determine the rates that are being charged by the MECL and is determined by the Regulatory Commission. And today in certain cases, the Regulatory Commission is even putting up rates that are below the below the market rate means the consumers are paying more than the industries. And so, for example, today the consumers are paying 6 rupees, whereas industries are paying 5 rupees. And these are rates that are set up by the Commission in spite of repeated requests that the industries should pay more. We have not got a positive result or a response from there. So we are still working with them and we are trying to resolve these issues. And also the rates that are being charged from consumers is much lower compared to the cost that MECL is bearing today. And hence these things have to be changed if we want to see any kind of long-term improvement in the financial health of MECL. Apart from that, of course, we have issues of AT&C losses. But in the last few years, we have seen that come down to some extent, but much more needs to be done. And that's the reason why schemes like the RDSS schemes are being implemented today to ensure that we have a better metering that it comes up so that we can actually reduce the AT&C losses that are there. And obviously, we have to increase our own power production in terms of augmenting the current hydro plants that we have, and also to ensure that other sources of decentralized sustainable solar power for households and institutions, as well as thermal power should come in. And that is the only way that we'll be able to see in the medium and the long term that the power situation will stabilize.
Sir, the former